Hi. So, as you must have seen in the thumbnail, the question we are trying to discuss is, should you charge for a product or a service that you have created? To put it simply, yes. Multiple people have done this mistake in their life to produce something and not put a price point for it. There are so many problems if you don't ask for money in return of your product or service. We will discuss all of those in the video. But to keep it simple, you should always charge for product or services that you have created. So what all problems will you face if you do not charge money? Well, I can think of primarily four reasons, and I've written them down. I'll share one by one with their implications. I have been through these problems. One of my startup was a medical startup in which we had built a software solution for which we were not asking any money from our customers, clinics and hospitals. Initially, we were not charging anything. We thought once they would start using it, they'll get a hang of it, and then we can start asking for money. It was a mistake. So let's continue. Those four problems that you will face if you do not ask for money for your product or service. Number one, people will not be honest. So what do I mean by that? Once you produce something and you give it to somebody, they have to pay you something to get that. And if they have to pay you for something, they will be honest immediately. They will not take a substandard product. They will not accept something that doesn't work properly. But if you do not ask them to pay, if you don't ask them any money in return for your product or service, they will always act as if everything is fine. You would not understand what you're missing if you don't ask for money in return. So number one problem was people will not be honest with you if you do not ask for money in return. Number two is you will not know your worth. Are you 500 rupees worthy? Are you 1000 rupees worthy? Are you like 20,000 rupees worthy? Are you a lakh or a crore rupee worthy? Your solution, your product, you would not know what is the worth of that product or solution in the customer's life until and unless you ask for it. So we did this mistake initially. We didn't know what to charge in our software business. So we were really afraid to even ask a small amount of, let's say, 5,000 a month as well initially. And we didn't ask for a pretty long period of time. So we were confused that what are we really worthy for their money or not. And it took us a long time to figure out. Eventually we did, but we could have done it much earlier, much faster. So second problem is you will not understand your worth if you haven't asked for money for your product or service. Let's go for the third problem. The third problem is you will be having burn rate issues because no money is coming in and you're constantly spending on team members, on your own living expenses. For example, if you're taking salary and others, all that chrome around startup entrepreneurship, you will be spending. So if you do not get anything coming in and there's a fixed burn rate or maybe a variable burn rate, eventually the shit will hit the fan and things would go ugly. So burn rate. Third is, I think we have already discussed third. Fourth, that if you want to control your destiny as an entrepreneur, you have to ask for money for your products and services. Otherwise you'll be going for investors or angels and they would control your direction of the company, or essentially where you end up will be in their hands because they are the one who's offering you money. Your business is not making money right now, at least you're not asking for it from your customers, and somebody is financing it, so he or she will have a major say in the direction of the company, which might be right or might not be right for your company, but you will have to agree to it. So primarily these are the 4 problems that I visualize. If you have more, you should put that in the comment section, and we'll be glad to discuss.